What is an awakening? Have you had an awakening? Do you feel like you're going through an awakening process right now? Firstly, what I like to do is take the complicated, the confusing, and the lengthy and shorten and simplify it. So, here's what an awakening is. The dictionary's definition of awakening is as a noun or an adjective, as a noun or thing, an act of waking from sleep, an act or moment of becoming suddenly aware of something, as an adjective or as the attribute of a noun, coming into existence or awareness. Is a clue starting to emerge here? Thus, as a noun, think waking from sleep, then moving to awareness. As an adjective, think coming into the state of awareness through the mode of change. This change is part of the awakening process, a journey within to self-realization. The experiences you have on this journey of awakening lead you to expansion of consciousness and the expansion of your heart center. Along your journey, you find yourself moving within and discovering who you are and what you are. Thus, an awakening is, through direct experience, becoming aware of your true nature, your true self. It is awakening from this three-dimensional world and realizing that it's just like a movie playing before you, and that the real reality is your oneness with creation and source. Awakening is self-realization and the resulting expansion of consciousness and the expansion of your heart center. Now moving on to awakening experiences. Awakening experiences are like newfound directionals, newfound awarenesses that lead to self-realization. Now those that are fully awake would be, for example, some of the great avatars or ascended masters, such as Jesus, Siddhartha or Buddha, Saint Germain, Paramahansa Yogananda, and many other highly advanced spiritual beings, and even many ET guides and higher realm entities. And I want to mention here too that among the contact workers, the ET contact workers, such as the CE5 workers, the mission RAMA workers, light workers, that it is becoming more and more common to have awakenings and awakening experiences partly facilitated by ET guides and guides that are higher realm spiritual beings. Okay, so briefly, how does an awakening start? Technically, we're all on an awakening journey. And when one starts to realize this at a deeper and greater level, then you will start to have wake-up calls. And these wake-up calls are any experience that has a profound, memorable effect on you, an effect of change within, change in your thinking. Now these repeated signs, synchronicities, wake-up calls, are like the universe is trying to get your attention to tell you something important. Try to view these wake-up calls and awakening experiences as guidance. Also understand that this guidance is not a generic thing. It is highly individualized towards each person. No two experiences are alike, no two awakenings are alike. At some point though, through these awakening experiences, the individual moves from the slow lane to the fast lane as there is an expansion of consciousness. Awakenings are a transformational process. Now for types of awakenings. You've probably heard that there are different types of awakenings. The dramatic awakening, the slow, gentle, progressive awakening, the spiritual awakening, awakening of the soul, or the Kundalini awakening, to name a few. I want to be careful here though, because this brings you into the third dimension societal's habit of creating labels, categories, and types. These are human concepts and measures. It's important to understand that your awakening experiences are very individual, and they cannot be measured or compared at individual levels. No two awakenings are alike, and no two experiences are alike. However, there are commonalities. In another video, I'll go over the common types of awakenings or modes and common experiences. But for now, I want to leave you with this. The greatest awakening that you can have is the awakening of the heart through heart expansion. For the heart is the hub, the control center, the center wheel, and the true universal language, that being love. Have a beautiful awakening week, and I will see you soon. If you'd like to learn what CE5 and the Mission RAHMA is, check the links below.